Cambodia came into war in 1975, and within 3 years and 8 months, the regime managed to kill almost 2 million people, in which most of educated people were perished. So let's say after 1979, there's only a few agriculture people left in the country, only a few doctors left in the country, only a few lawyer, professor left in the country.
So it is hard to build a country from nothing. It's very, very hard. Yeah. We start from the zero, the beginning. Harpswell help Cambodian to build educated people, to help women to have education, and we start, more and more and more people to get education so we can help our country.
In my village, there are about 100 families, but I am the only girl who sent to the college.
I'm Alan Lightman. I'm a physicist and a writer and a professor at MIT. I'm also the founder of the Harpswell Foundation. In 2003, my oldest daughter, Elise, and I went to Cambodia for the first time. We met a Cambodian woman named Veasna Chea. And Veasna was about 30 at that time, and she told us a harrowing story. In Cambodia, the buildings and houses are built on stilts because of the monsoons, and so there's a 5 or 6 foot crawl space below each building. And Veasna and these other female students lived in that 6 foot crawl space between the bottom of the building and the mud.
I was always thinking when I left the village, the first time I thought about all my friends who did not get the chance to leave the village like myself. And when I returned to visit my mom, I always see them doing such a hard work and didn't get the chance to have education. And when I get into high school, I learned so much about different things, and I always thinking about my friend like who didn't get the chance, And I know some of them are very bright, just as I was, And I always kind of feel, I don't know, kind of remorse or kind of, or it's like guilty a little bit, like why only me, get the chance to do all of this, and then all my friends stay in the village. And I always think about that, That's why this idea of Harpswell was initiated, because I always think that it's my role to create space for those people, for these young women. I know that they really in need, I know that they in need of my help. And without me going screaming to Alan, then they won't get a dorm to stay, So I keep talking for a long time to many people about this need, But finally I met Alan, so we start this dorm together.
Before I came to Harpswell, I lived in a rented room. I just spent on my studies, stay in my room. I never care about what's happened in the world and about the politics. After I came to Harpswell, I can see the world is bigger. It's not like in the only one room. I can see the world is bigger.
And so in addition to giving these young women free room and board for 4 years while they were attending university, we developed a whole in-house academic program that the girls take in our dormitory in the evenings and on weekends. And that's why we call it not just a dormitory, but a dormitory and leadership center. Our students attend about 20 different universities. And at most of those universities, a Harpswell student is first in their class. We have 2 leadership centers, one in southern Phnom Penh and one in northern Phnom Penh. The rationale being that we want every university in Phnom Penh to be within a 30-minute bicycle ride of one of the 2 centers. On the top floor of our larger facility, we have a large conference room called the Hall of Great Women. The room gets its name from the fact that all around the walls we have poster-sized photographs of 30 great women leaders from the last century. And every time I speak to our students, about twice a year, I end my talk by saying, I want one of you to be on the wall 20 years from now. I want them to be heads of hospitals. I want them to be heads of NGOs. I want them to be directors of law firms. I want them to be business entrepreneurs. If we help only the individual young women who go through our program, then I will consider our mission to have failed. We have a much larger goal, which is to help the entire country. And in order to do that, we need to produce leaders.
I told myself only one thing that can help me to get out of poverty is education. When I get education, I can get a job, I can get a high salary, so I can support myself, I can support my family, I can help my whole country. I want to build my country. I don't want to do a farm anymore. I want to go out and then show the world, yes, I can do it. I am the leader.